Hi, I am Mark Monlux, and this is your Friday night movie recommendations. So, the year is 1972, and it's a pretty, well, for Richard Nixon, it's both a good year and a bad year. On the good side, he does something that no other president did. He visits China. So that was a very big deal, big political win for him. On the bad side, it was beginning of Watergate, so not so good for him. Well, at least we got fully pulled out of Vietnam, so that was on the plus side. Uh, Other things happening that year at the Oscars, The French Connection walked away with Best Picture. Um, the first time ever I saw your face by Roberta Flack was #1 on the Billboard Top 100. Television shows coming out were, really good stuff. The Bob Newhart Show, All in the Family, Maude, and also on TV was something premiering called the ABC After School Special. And what this was is a set of anthology films meant to bring is something for high school students to watch when they got home from school that would talk about controversial issues or something that was socially relevant. And there was a whole feel to these type of films. Uh, and I was 10 at the time. I grew up on the ABC after school special stuff. And so I was also in elementary school at this time. And it was in elementary school, not the theater, that I saw this film that I'm going to recommend. And I don't know what happened. Maybe they thought when they were reading the description this is an anthology film, several stories taken from a comic book company, EC Comics. So maybe they thought, oh, that should be relatively tame. Now, to be fair, EC used to stand for Education Comics. But then the guy who owned the business, he died, and his son took over. And looking to make it a more profitable business, he strayed from Education Comics and decided to retitle the publishing house Entertainment Comics, and instead of doing things like history or math or anything like that, he decided to go right into the deep end of horror. Matter of fact, EC Comics has some of the most crazy, weird, outlandish horror, macabre stuff out there. And that's what this film is. Yes, we're talking about the first movie rendition ever of Tales from the Crypt. Some pretty good actors are in this. We got Peter Cushing, we got Joan Crawford, a bunch of other familiar faces, or at least to me. You'll have to check it out yourself. Rather than going for the larks and the comedy, which the remake of Tales from the Crypt went and did a little bit more so, this film played it a little bit more straight. And so here I am in a gym with all the other kids from the school, and we're watching horror. Joan Collins being chased around by Santa Claus. I mean, oh my God, the things that were happening on this film. There are some scenes in this film. There's this one scene where this guy looks in the mirror and oh my God, it's still burned into my retinas. It gave me the shivers, and everyone, we were all not screaming. We were trying to be fairly quiet because we knew we were seeing something. It's the first time I felt an audience of my age conspire to restrain their reactions so that they would end up being able to enjoy the entire film, which we did. And I don't know who was, maybe they were off having a drink or something. They figured, oh, they're a nice quiet crowd. They're not, they're enjoying the movie. Fine, less time for us to deal with the kids. Oh my God, we had such a good time. And oddly enough, I don't think anyone told their parents about it because there wasn't any letters to the PTA or anything about this later. I mean, decades. You know, I don't even think I still told my parents about this. I'm going to have to. Anyway, Tales from the Crypt, wonderful. I mean, besides having a wonderful first impression on me, I think it still holds up. If you like horror, if you like a little grim, this was also the very first film that I saw that was a horror anthology. And I now tend to have a soft spot for horror anthologies. I'm not saying that all horror anthologies are good, but I tend to have a soft spot, and I tend to watch them regardless of what other people say. This movie just are really kind of set into my bones, you know, what a treat anthologies could possibly be. Anyway, so that's my movie recommendation for this Friday, is Tales from the Crypt. Now, if you like this movie recommendation, you can check out my others. If you're watching this on TikTok, I've got a TikTok channel and I've got a YouTube channel, and I would really encourage you to like and follow. I'm trying to get my numbers up. That'd be very helpful for me. Thank you so much. Also, I do other things, like very frequently I do unboxing videos where I don't know what I'm opening up, and sometimes I do taste testing of weird candies from my Asian market or from the international foods section. I've been toying with doing a taste testing of canned food, and just having people send me canned food to open up and test trying that. Anyway, make your recommendations on what you think I should review next, or make a recommendation for next week. I'm going to go to 1982. So much to choose from in 1982. So much good stuff. And that'll be next week. I look forward to seeing you then.